Hello and welcome to the FWI Weekly News Review. I'm Caroline Stocks. Farmers have reacted angrily after it emerged that more than £500 million earmarked to help rural businesses is still sitting in government bank accounts. None of the £536 million set aside for the Rural Development Programme has been spent, even though the programme should have begun early last year. The money from EU and UK funding and modulation of farm support should pay for training and help for farmers and rural businesses to become more competitive. Farmers for Action Chairman David Handley said the situation is unacceptable and that farmers across the country are desperate for the money. A DEFRA spokesman said a delay in EU approval and work on how to implement the programme had caused the late start. World leaders have been told global food production needs to increase by 50% by 2030 if the world is to avoid mass starvation. Speaking at a global food summit in Rome this week, UN Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon said increased food aid and greater investment in agricultural research was needed to address the issue. World leaders were also asked for a $30 billion cash injection to relaunch agriculture in developing countries and avert conflicts over food. Farmers have been warned to lock up their fuel as the cost of red diesel thefts rose by almost a third in the past 5 months. Rural insurers NFU Mutual says claims worth more than £100,000 have been made so far this year to cover fuel thefts and the enormous costs of cleaning up spillages. NFU Mutual spokesman Tim Price said farmers should install gates and floodlights and look at resiting tanks to deter thieves. The ban on pig and poultry meat and bone meal in animal feed should be lifted to release more grain for human consumption, according to a leading expert. Patrick Wall, chairman of the European Food Safety Authority, says it's ironic that grain is being used to feed pigs and poultry while protein is being thrown away. The ban on feeding animal protein to livestock was introduced in 2001 after BSE spread across Europe in the 1990s. With the incidence of BSE falling, Professor Wall says it's time existing controls were modified. A flock of 25,000 free-range chickens has been slaughtered on a farm in Oxfordshire following an outbreak of a highly pathogenic strain of bird flu. Farmer Jonathan Court says he became suspicious by increased bird deaths and a fall in egg production. DEFRA confirmed the strain was the H7 virus, the same one that led to a quarter of Holland's poultry stock being destroyed in 2003. A temporary 3-kilometre inner zone and 10-kilometre outer control zone has been set up, while an investigation to find the source of the virus is underway. And finally, toilets seem to have captured the attention of FWI forum members. Writing on the Field Day blog, guest blogger Mick O'Hare, editor of top-selling book How to Fossilise Your Hamster, asked how you should relieve yourself in the countryside. His questions caused quite a stir in the forums, with the biggest concern being the male-female divide. And if toilet humour is your thing, you can get involved at fwi.co.uk/community. That's it for this week. For all the latest news, keep an eye on fwi.co.uk.